Hello people! Today we're going to talk about quests in video games. These quests are my personal favorites, though some of them might not contain life lessons, but they sure do contain some pseudo-intellectual content for you to digest in that gullible brain of yours. Anyways, I'm also going to talk about specific quests and instances in a game I played, so I won't be really spoiling the ending if you're somehow cautious about getting spoiled in a decade-old game. So, without further ado, let's talk about women. In this small game called Cyberpunk, there's this one quest with Pepe, a local bartender of Haywood. When you enter his bar and converse with him, he asks you for a favor.
Since you brought up money, you wouldn't be looking for a gig, would you be? It's about my wife, right? Name's Cynthia. She's cheating, damn sure of it. Only question is, who will? Could let it eat away at me, or I could get someone like you. Ain't no more than an evening's work.
He wants you to find out what his wife's up to, because lately she's acting kind of fucking weird, and he seems very certain that she's cheating. The thing is, he wanna know with who. You learn that he's been with his wife for 10 years now, living happily, but recently, like I said, his wife's been acting kind of strange. Called her office one night and she's not at work, and most importantly, you learn that they both have a kid. But the kid doesn't resemble the father even the slightest bit.
Besides that, well, we got a kid together, right? Doesn't even look like me. Different hair, different eyes, all of it.
Get the details of the quest and you stalk his wife. Nothing out of the ordinary as of yet, except for the part that Keanu was narrating this whole thing like I'm doing right now. And anyways, we follow her to a shady looking place and we finally confront her.
Hey you! What are you doing here?
Fuck, Cynthia. Told you to make sure nobody followed you.
Husband sent me. Suspected something.
What?
See, he was right.
Wait. No! It's not like that. I can explain.
So, there are many endings to this quest. First, you can just not listen to what she has to say, rendering the marriage to an end. Or you could hear her out, see what she has to say, and oh boy, the plot gets thicker if you choose to. It turns out that she's not on a date, but she's with a Ripper Doc, which is Cyberpunk for technical doctor. And then we learn that she's on a plastic surgery appointment, and for the last decade or so, she has been changing the way she looks, sculpting her body, changing her eyes and skin to something largely different to what she once resembled.
Oh, I didn't used to look like this. I had a total body sculpt. Skin, hair, eyes, everything. Except, well, you can't fool your genes. That's why our son looks different than Pepe imagined. It's not because he's not the father, just that I don't look anything like the old me.
It turns out the reason why their kid is different is not because it doesn't look like her, but because she looks fucking different now. Different skin and all that stuff. Of all the implications I've thought about living in Night City, having access to advanced body modifications and being able to just change your body to meet unreasonable beauty standards is just surprisingly something I'm not aware of. I like this quest because I wasn't expecting such a revelation. I thought it was just going to be some subpar stealth quest where the end is just going to be me feeding information, but I ended up getting genuinely fucking surprised. It's not really about the end of the quest, whether you decide the marriage, but it's more about how the quest tackles these interesting ideas we have about plastic surgery in the technologically advanced world of Cyberpunk, where it's basically plastic surgery on steroids. You could sculpt your bodies, change your skin without it looking unnatural. This fucking quest bangs because not only it serves as a breath of fresh air, but in some ways it acts as a critique.
Oh, hi, it's, Cynthia, Pepe's wife? Remember me?
Uh-huh, I do.
I don't know what you told him, but thanks. Thank you so much.
Welcome people to the elevator music. The elevator that plays general elevator music. This next part is gonna be cool. Please keep watching until the end. In Prey, you play as Morgan Yu aboard Talos 1, an alien-infested spaceship with aliens called Typhons. This short description, of course, does not encapsulate the whole game and all of its brilliance. It's clearly one of the games you can call a modern classic, and its atmosphere and remarkable level design is what propelled it to what the game is right now, one of the best immersive sim games out there. Dude, what the fuck, man? I think it's best to give you a bit of context. So, Prey is a survival horror game. Think of it like Silent Hill, Subnautica, Alien, Resident Evil, Minecraft when you're 9 and you're playing your first night in your father's computer. You know, games that make you piss your pants. You play in this open world environment that you can interact with, set in a desolate spaceship. It's a horror game, but it's not that jumpy type of scary. It's that eerie and desolate type of feeling that you feel throughout the game's horrifying experiences. Every time you explore, you are dreaded with the fact that this fucking chair could be another shape-shifting ass fuck. Jesus, that scared me. Which is why on this quest, I shat my pants for the first time. So in the quest Gathering Echoes, you are tasked to collect and listen to voice echoes of Danielle Shaw, a fellow crew member above this desolate spaceship. You find the first echo above the crew quarters, next in Danielle's cabin, next to theater, then it gets to the last voice echo. You enter this ominous looking bar, and there it lies, that damned computer holding the voice echo. So you hop on the computer and you have a few options: ambience, and session playback. To listen to the voice echo, you gotta press this button, and so you press. This is fun. Motherfucker, this shit really got me. Throughout the game I was fucking crouching and shit, and then it gets to this part where suddenly, after all the ensuing and deafening silence, loud ass music starts to play. And two big dumbass aliens come in the bar. You can't make this shit up. And the fucking one is black, the other one is on fire. Makes it even worse that I didn't even expect this to happen. Didn't even read and know what the button was for. I just pressed it. As soon as I pressed that damn fucking button, I know instantly that the game played me like a goddamn fiddle. Is that what you Americans say? Anyways, this instance is a great use of music in video games, one that tie in perfectly with the game's atmosphere and horrifying stuff. This was just something that when you see it play out, you think, oh shit, that was pretty smart from the devs. This is actually a good quest. The whole quest though, not so much. People think that this quest is ass because it's confusing and stuff, but I didn't have a problem with it. I just think that it's a generic quest with one smart use of music. Wait, what do I hear? What do I do? Fallout New Vegas is one of the coolest games ever. My favorite Fallout game of all time, baby. It's arguably the best Fallout game according to some Fallout fans, and knowing that the game has graphics like this makes it even fucking better. Imagine people liking this more than this. Damn. What the fuck? Jordan Peterson? Though graphics isn't anyone's favorite, people love New Vegas because of its narrative and have praised it for being the best in the series. One of these narrative gems is a quest called Come Fly With Me, and it involves the player helping the town of Novak with their ghoul problem. The town has been scavenging the Repcon test site to support the town's trade and economy, but then ghouls start to infest the place, and now you get a choice. You either kill the ghouls, fuck them up, or take on arguably the best quest in the game. You enter the building and a ghoulish sounding voice greets you. It tells you to go down to the big room in the east side of the building.
Go to the big room on the east side of this building and take the metal staircase all the way up.
You do as he says, and when you enter the room right off the bat, the game subverts your expectations. Rather than a ghoul, you meet a human being believing himself is a ghoul. There's a ghoul guy, Chris, is the only human member of the Bright Brotherhood, a ghoul-exclusive religious cult which we learn resides in the Repcon test site.
Sorry, we don't talk to outsiders. Talk to Jason if you have business here.
What the fuck? The Brotherhood have long been convincing Chris that he's in fact not a ghoul and is a human, but he insists that he is one. Fucking weird ass mother. The clan is led by Jason Bright, a charismatic glowing ghoul, yet he's a fanatic. His deep infatuation is to get his followers to the far beyond via the Great Journey, by using rockets and flying them to wherever he wants the rockets to fly. What the fuck?
The Creator has promised to my flock a new land, a place of safety and healing, a paradise in the far beyond.
This religious cult is nuts. The leader believed that both the player and Chris are the chosen ones, the Redeemer, the two humans that'll help the Brotherhood reach the far beyond and expiate the sins of all the bigoted humans and ghoul racists.
It is my belief that the Creator sent you and Chris to expiate the sins of your kind against mine. You're redeemers both.
Humans can't come along the great journey, which means that unbeknownst to Chris, he wouldn't be able to join them to the far beyond. They ask people to do tangible things to support their intangible beliefs, so to say, all under the guise of the way and the creator of the will of the whatever, but I digress. As religious as they are, they seem to be doing what's called a sin. You can speech check Chris into telling him that he's not a ghoul, and you can either influence him to take revenge or just let it go. If you choose to let it go, Chris will be later named as the Saint of the Brotherhood for helping the ghouls, of course, with their great journey. But in order to go there, they need rockets, and they have a big problem. There are demons infesting the rocket launch site. So naturally, Jason Bright tells you to go get rid of them, because he's useless. You go down and you find out that the so-called demons are called Nightkins. They are here to look for an abundant shipment of stealth boys. The leader, Davison, got the info from a shipment invoice that states that the shipment is shipped to the Repcon test site. If you help them, we later learn that the shipment is not actually here, but is sent fucking back, rendering their scavenging efforts to a bust, and they finally leave the facility. And the demons are finally away. Or you could just murder them. Nobody's stopping you. After you do that, you go back and tell the good news to Jason Bright that the demons are gone and they finally relocate to the basement and can work on their new rocket ship. But before that, Jason Bright has more things for you to do. In order to get to the far beyond, the spaceship needs some fixing, and you gotta fetch some rocket fuel and rocket parts. That I just stole from this lady because I can do whatever I want here in New Vegas. After you gathered all the parts and gave it to the Brotherhood, they finally set to venture to the far beyond. Before, Chris got hit with the realization that he can't tag along because he's actually not a ghoul.
Thank God you were right all along. I'm no ghoul. They were just using me.
Shut the fuck up, you pathetic little cunt.
After you console Chris, or talk shit to him, you go up to the viewing platform and you are treated with the Brotherhood blasting off to the far beyond. One of New Vegas's iconic moments. Or you could just fuck things up. Funny moment. This quest is great, and since it's given early to players, they will learn the freedom that New Vegas bring. You're not forced to do all this stuff. I mean, you can just get a couple laser rifles, ammos, and plow them all, but I ended up actually doing quests for a gatekeeping cult. Even the game hinted that the player can kill the ghouls. You know, the town of Novak doesn't care at all how you get rid of them. Just, I don't know, kill them, I guess. It's after you meet them where your whole perspective changes on putting a bullet through their skull. This quest is one of the best written in New Vegas, mostly because it has some interesting characters that genuinely left a great impression early on my first playthrough. Jason Bright is as charismatic as he is kind of dumb, because all I know he's basing his cult on visions which are entirely subjective to himself. Plus, he's kind of a shitbag. The reason to keep Chris on board this long was because he has excellent technical skills. If he didn't, that would be a completely different story. But Jason does seem to genuinely want to bring Chris on board to the journey. But aside from the will of the creator, as he puts it, he knows that the radiation will kill him. So what's the point? The point is, he actually has practical reasons under his overly religious persona. All the more reasons that Jason Bright may be a fraud and found this whole cult just to go somewhere. This is stimulating for me, and I think without being intellectually stimulated by this quest, I wouldn't nearly spend the amount of time I've spent in New Vegas right now. It may not be the best quest in the game, as there are others which are better, but it sure has one of the most memorable scenes in New Vegas that left an impression on me when playing this game. And with their characters, it makes this one of my favorite quests of all time. At least top 5 in New Vegas. Okay, goodbye.
Cheers, North, rotting on their Nobel.